Alright guys, so back with you live, Madison County, Ohio, south of Columbus. Coming up on the Grove City area here before too long, and it is not any better than it was down in southern Ohio, southwestern Ohio, Cincinnati area. The still pretty heavy snow up here. I mean, it's not at the rates that we were seeing down in Jeffersonville, but I am getting reports that Dayton, Cincinnati, all the way over to Wilmington at the National Weather Service office, Jeffersonville, all the way over to Asheville, Circleville, places like that. It's whiteout conditions. Heavy snow, heavy snow, heavy rain, getting lots of ice right now in Cincinnati from the reports that I'm hearing over amateur radio. So we're just slowly making our way up 71 North, just south of Columbus, and it's a mess. I mean, that's the only way I can put it, is it's a mess. Not a whole lot of traction out here, just kind of taking our time getting up the interstate. So we're just kind of taking our time here. We're only doing about between 30 and 35 miles an hour. $30 to 35 mile an hour, guys, on the interstate. Like I said, just taking our time, just not in a hurry at all. So just south of Columbus, and I-71 is completely covered. So getting reports out of St. Louis. Apparently everything in St. Louis is closed tomorrow. No surprise there. Missouri, everything south central Missouri up to, well, most of Missouri, everything's going to be closed tomorrow, considering they got an inch of ice, or an inch of freezing rain. Jeff Smith did report a little bit ago that it's finally starting to taper off out in Kansas, so it's finally making its way east, but it's still, that cyclonic effect is still feeding energy to what is over the Midwest right now. Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. Indiana and Ohio and Kentucky are taking the brunt of it right now. And it's not gonna, if you're in South Central Ohio, or you're in Columbus, Dayton, Cincinnati, or anywhere in between those places, I don't know about Indianapolis. I haven't been able to, I'm just hearing what the radio traffic. The winter storm warnings have been extended until midnight Tuesday night. That's how slow this thing is trucking along. So it's not in a hurry to go away. The other places that need to start keeping their eyes open is West Virginia, Southern Pennsylvania, Maryland, Washington, D.C. These things are going to be coming right at you. It's going to hightail it right over top of the Blue Ridge Mountains and make its way right back down the other side. So we're almost 12 hours into this 12 hours into this live stream, and I know on Facebook it's been in and out today. A couple times on YouTube where we had to shut the entire program down and restart. So I apologize for the in and outs today on the live stream. That's why we need you guys to follow us on YouTube and YouTube and Twitch, Discord, Instagram, everything. Well, Instagram's, I guess, owned by Facebook, so I don't know how much good that'll do us, but follow us on everything, guys. Head over to www.torconwxteam.com and all the hyperlinks up there at the top of the homepage will get you to all of our social media, and give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, whatever the case may be. So again, we are in Madison County, Ohio, making our way north on I-71, and we're doing 32 mile an hour on the interstate along with everybody else. And of course, you've always got some jackwagon that wants to go faster than everybody else, and that's the ones that are going to spin out, lose control, hit a wall. Sorry, not sorry. I don't feel bad for people that drive like that. If you're one of those people, slow down or stay home, guys. I mean, seriously. My truck right now is coated in ice. Absolutely coated in ice. So we're coming up on Grove City here before too long. So Grove City, if you're in there with us, I know you guys are getting hit. I finally
You see the change on that warning?
I just talked to my parents finally. I've talked to them a couple times today. Got an observed tornado on the ground in Mississippi, guys. Again, observed tornado warning. So get on our Facebook page, figure out where that's at. I'm trying to talk and listen at the same time, and it's not working real well. My ADD is not in sync today. They're saying it's a radar confirmed tornado down in Mississippi. But then they're also putting it out as observed. So make sure you check our Facebook page, guys. Check the alerts. It'll be on there. Shout out to Justin and Jeff hanging in there with me tonight. Robert's still hanging in there with me tonight. Dean's out there somewhere. I don't know. Maybe Dean's taking his daily nap at 8:30 at night. Dean, so I got to tell you guys a funny story about Dean. Since he was just at the weather desk with me and doing the live stream for the tornado outbreak last weekend. So we give Dean every last bit of all he can handle, because he wakes up on Sunday morning by noon or before noon. He's already taken a nap. Nobody can get a hold of him. Nobody knows where he's at. And he's always taking a nap. So we've got it down to a science now. We know Dean's taking a nap. God love him. All right, guys, hang on just one second. I need to hear this right here. Did you say they issued a PDS on that? All right, guys, so the tornado warning down in Mississippi now has a PDS. It's a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado on the ground. Again, get over to our Facebook page and check out exactly where it's at. Actually, I'm going to turn the radio up for a second so you guys can hear. for live stream purposes, can you give me the location on that PDS tornado warning, please?
Area of rotation with CC drop over Palahatchee, Mississippi, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So marker's going to be Charlie 5.
Palahatchee, Mississippi, you've got a PDS tornado warning.
David, Ken, if you can get a hold of Brad Arnold, this thing is about to hit him right on track. I mean, literally, is going right over his location. If you can get a hold of Brad Arnold.
1301, I'm driving through a snowstorm right now. So, Palahatchee, Mississippi, you've got a particularly dangerous situation, aka a PDS tornado warning. Tornado on the ground is observed. There are storm chasers down there. Obviously, you just heard Brad Arnold's down there, so I'm sure Timmer's down there somewhere. Maybe not. Mississippi, yeah, he might be over there. I know he was headed down to Louisiana yesterday, so. So we're coming into South Grove City right now, which is just south of Columbus on I-71. For those of you from the area, getting ready to come up to 62. Right there by the, there's a Meyer. No, not 62, that's 665. Sorry, wrong area. Oh, we're coming into South Grove City. Has not snowed as heavy up here. We've actually got, we've got wet roads here. But we are also into Franklin County now. So Franklin County is part of the capital city of Columbus, and they do a much better job at maintaining their roads up here. And getting a little bit of a slick spot here. And the guy in front of me doesn't quite know what he's doing. He must be lost. Or, you know, he thought it was 665 when it was actually 62. Yeah, we gotta get back over on the road.
Debris signatures currently over, looks like State Highway 43 to the north of Palahatchee, north of Brad Arnold's location. Be advised they just crossed within 100 yards. He's come up on the debris field and no roadway down power lines and trees.
Alright guys, so Palahatchee, Mississippi, there is debris on the ground. It has caused damage. That PDS tornado warning. And we are still northbound on I-71 coming into the south part of the southern part of Franklin County, which is Columbus area, Grove City. We've actually got a wet lane here. Nothing like what's coming behind it, but it's coming. So if you're in Columbus, you're in Grove City, Obetz, Reynoldsburg, Pickerington, Pickaway County, Fairfield County, Franklin County, Perry County. I'm trying to think of what else out there. Hocking County. Hocking County, if you're watching, I know we got the EMA on board down there. Hocking County, it's coming at you. Yep, all the way down there in Logan, Athens, Lancaster, Thurston, Baltimore, Obetz. Just trying to name some areas out in this location. This area, I should say. The roads are definitely a lot better up here than they were 45 minutes ago.
Area CC drop is getting ready to cross.
Jeffersonville, Washington Courthouse area was a absolute nightmare, as you guys saw. Coming up on I-71 is 665 now. London Groveport Road. It has been an extremely long weather day. Tornadoes down south. Winter Storm Blair up north. I know all of us here at Torcon Weather Team are worn out. Alright guys, so we are in Grove City, Ohio. Just got fuel. And as you can see, it's snowing sideways in Grove City now. Yeah. Excellent timing for me to have to get out and get fuel. But trying to figure out what plan of attack here is. I think we're gonna hang out down here for a little bit. Head over. You know what we'll do? I know exactly what we'll do. Oops. So again, we're back to the wet stuff, guys. It's making its way north. Alright guys, so we're here in Grove City, just south of Columbus. Like 3 minutes south of Columbus. That's why you see Columbus up on the light bug up in the upper left hand corner. We're going to start moving a little bit here and get down the road. I think Dean's a little bit confused tonight. He must have just woke up from his nap. He's keyed the radio up twice now, but he hasn't said anything. It's kind of comical. And I apologize for cutting out earlier. My microphone died. Using a wireless lapel mic and the battery pack died. But we're going to get back out here on the road and going to make our way a little bit north. See what North Columbus is doing. I know we've had some sketchy live streams today, but we made it work. But we're going to get down the road here a little ways and see how the roads are, see what the road conditions are like, and see if I can not cross this double yellow line again like I did the first time. Surviving on pre-workout right now. Been a long day.
Tornado warning out of Simpson, northeastern Lawrence counties in Mississippi still in effect.
Mississippi is just popping off with tornado warnings. Like crazy.
35 miles per hour damaging tornado radar confirmed. This is off of Kilo Delta Golf X-ray. At this time, we do have 2 observed tornadoes on the ground.
So they got 2 observed tornadoes on the ground in Mississippi right now, guys. This is something you guys down there in the south in Mississippi need to pay attention for. The alerts are on our Facebook page, so make sure you guys are checking that out if you're watching on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, you can pop over to our Facebook page. You get all your alerts over there. They show maps of where the tornado warnings are, where it covers, the polygon as we call it. And trying to keep my windshield heated up.
Here's what the observed tornado
And I'm roasting myself.
loudest Mississippi area. It's going to be
So we're just going to pop out on, back out on 71. We're going to fire straight north
off Grove.
to, I don't know, probably 315, take 315 north, and then I don't know what we're going to do. So, might call tonight. I mean, it's just snowing here, honestly. No winds, no visibility issues. But we'll at least get out here on the interstate and at least see what the, see what I-71 and Stay Route 315 look like. Exit ramp's kind of slick. But if you're in Central Ohio, please be careful on the entrance ramps and the exit ramps. They are garbage right now. Doesn't matter where you're at. Well, and South Columbus. What we're going to do, we're going to run up 71 and then we're going to run out 70 west. And we're going to get back in the mix a little bit just on the west side of Columbus. Better yet, we'll do one better. We're going to pop right over here. And we're going to take 270, which is the beltway around Columbus. I love how people turn on their flashers. Like, we don't know everybody's driving slow tonight, guys. Come on. This don't look good. there were some people down here with their hazard lights on, but they're no longer there.
Signature on the first observed tornado.
So let's see what the outer belt around Columbus looks like, I-270.
Traveling along to the east.
We'll see if we can find the cutoff line in this storm.
Union Bluff Road towards Togo. Union Bluff Road towards Togo.
Again, Mississippi's getting severe weather right now, and it's out of the same system that we've been chasing all day. It's out of Winter Storm Blair. It's just the down in the warmer, more convective air. So one thing I am going to watch for as we're driving around 270 is I'm going to watch for cars and ditches and walls and all that good stuff, because 270 around Columbus, I-270 around Columbus is notorious for that, and I don't want to be one of them, but it is like super notorious for that. We're just going to take our time. Columbus is calling for 4 to 8 inches. So Dayton, I want to say, was in the into 6 to 8 range. Cincinnati 12 to 14. Indianapolis. I'm not sure exactly what Indianapolis got. I haven't got a chance to look over on the traffic the IDOT traffic cams yet. Dave just killing it today. Again, we lost Facebook. I'll try to fix it again real quick. Oof. Of course we lost Facebook. Like I said, guys, before, I mean, we're still on YouTube and Twitch, obviously, but I think I just rebooted Facebook. Yeah, it looks like it's trying. And we're back live on Facebook. So, if you're wondering why people are driving so slow, is because they're smart. They're smart, guys. I mean, I'm only doing 42 mile an hour. But the surface of I-270 around Columbus, they redid it several years ago. And whatever they surface this with, if it snows or if we get heavy rains, it gets super slick. And that's why I said I was going to be watching for cars and ditches and things like that. I mean, we obviously would stop and help them. Just like we turned around earlier today for that lady in the ditch that we met up with Greensburg PD. Apparently we both I'm sure they got called out on it, but because they already knew she had help on the way. Always trying to help, guys. Always trying to help out here. It's not always about the chase. It's about the chase. It's about giving you guys alerts, keeping you guys up to date on the weather, keeping you guys up to date on any weather emergencies or severe events that are going on. But it's also helping out. Conversation came up yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Talking about an individual that's a chaser. I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to bust toss anybody. That's not how I do things. But several other storm chasers were out on an area that had been just annihilated by a tornado. And as a storm chaser, we get out, we assist with search and rescue. We start, a lot of times we're the first ones there because we're right behind it. So we start initializing everything. And a lot of times we'll set up triage and we'll set up a command post and we'll get everything initialized. We're trained to do that. That's part of what we do. But a bunch of other storm chasers were on this tornado. It hit a town, and I'm not gonna name the town or anything like that, but as one specific storm chaser, now mind you, he's a young gun. He's what I call a young gun. He, while everybody else was out doing search and rescue and trying to save people, help people, triage, get people to ambulances, get people the help that they need, make sure the right public safety agencies were notified, this, that, and the other, he literally went to the truck stop and had dinner. Chase was over, according to him. That's not what we do, guys. That's not what. Yes, it's about the chase. Yes, it's about the weather alerts. Yes, it's about keeping you in the know. We're not out here. I know I'm not out here to be a glory hog. I mean, I'm not. I could care less, honestly, if anybody knows my name or not. I'll turn this down. I'm not a glory hog. I never have been. It's just not my thing. I'd rather be here, hang out with you guys, talk to you guys. But that's not part of storm chasing. Is always being prepared. We always say that, always being prepared. Be prepared for the inevitable. Expect the expected. Tornado bites the ground, expect the expected. Not expect the unexpected, expect the expected. And that was a phrase that I learned several years ago, and it totally applies to what we do. But we're not driving in lanes here, guys. Just FYI. We're just driving. So, that's why you'll see me pull over on the side of the road, offer to help somebody, possibly get somebody out of a ditch. We chased a tornado up in northern Ohio, and a tree branch came down in the middle of the road, and I was able to hook a tow strap up to it and pull it out of the way, and it took some relief off of public safety. The fire department didn't have to come out with chainsaws. And a lot of times we carry equipment like that. We carry equipment necessary to clear roads and pull people out of ditches and help people out if we gotta, like this storm tonight. I mean, this storm is a prime example. If you see somebody stranded on the side of the road, a lot of times their car died or they slid off the road and it may have done damage in the undercarriage of the vehicle. And with that, we stop and help out. I'll put somebody in my passenger seat just to keep them warm until law enforcement gets there or until the fire department gets there. I've been out on situations where somebody's had kids in the car and their car wouldn't run. They didn't have any heat and it was extremely cold outside. You stuff everybody in your vehicle. I don't care if I got to throw everything inside this truck into the bed of the truck and it gets snowed on. So what? My thing is it's all about, we do this to help people. And a lot of times people lose focus of that. A lot of times there's storm chasers out there that lose focus of that. Now, I will tell you this, that kid that passed me on I-71 earlier, with a little beacon light on top of his little RAV4 or whatever it was. All right, that kid he's a young kid. He's 19, I think. He's out there and I don't expect every young kid out there that's trying to get into storm chasing and this, that, and the other, I don't expect them to have all the top of the line equipment like we do. I don't expect them to, I mean, it takes years to get the setups that we have. It takes years, it takes sponsors, it takes your own money, it takes, I mean, you put a lot of money into this, but it's to help people. No different than a volunteer firefighter that's working for a fire department that doesn't have a whole lot of money and he's got to fork out money for his own bunker boots or something like that, something of that nature. It takes years and to get established. It takes you, and I get that. But the first chaser that I was talking about, he's got the equipment, but he doesn't ever help. And that's not what we're out here for. The kid that passed me with a little RAV4 with a little beacon light on top, he tried to have a conversation with him one day, and he knew who I was, which, again, I don't care. I mean, maybe you do know who I am, maybe you don't. But tried to carry on a conversation with him, and he was talking about something to a couple of people at the truck stop there in Jeffersonville, and I was like, well, I'm not trying to rain on your parade, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes here. I was like, but this is something you need to look at here. Well, he went one way, I went the other, and we landed right smack dab in the middle of the storm. And I mean, it's all about teamwork out here. I don't care who you're chasing for. I don't care if you're an independent. I don't care if you're on a team. I don't care if you're local. I don't care if you're national. I don't care what the situation is. And today was a good example of that. We have, Torcon Weather Team has chasers all across the country. Now, mind you, Jeff couldn't get out today. So he was reporting from his house, but he was feeding us viable information from his house. They closed all the roads out there, so he couldn't even get out of his house. But he was giving us updates from his house, what he was seeing, current conditions, things like that. Robert Baum was giving us conditions from Henry County, Missouri. He was also feeding us information. He was relaying us information from our chief meteorologist, Jim Sublett. So, I mean, like I said, I don't care if you're part of a team. I don't care if you're out on your own. You're trying to establish yourself, and whatever the case may be, that's fine. But at the end of the day, we're all trying to achieve the same goals out here. We're all out here supposedly to save lives, supposedly to help the public, to serve the public. No different than a firefighter, police officer, National Guard, whatever the case may be. So this is not about glory or who's got the biggest brass that they can put on the table. And yeah, I just said that, but I don't care. It's about everybody working together. It's about a conglomerative effort. I love that term. It's still snowing up here, guys, but it's not too awful bad. Definitely not like it is down south. But it's a team thing. I mean, the definition of a team is individuals working together to achieve a common goal. And if we all work together, and that doesn't just go for storm chasers, storm spotters, radar operators, social media. That doesn't just go for people on Torcon Weather Team. You as the public can help us out by feeding us information via social media, via amateur radio, via emails, phone calls. I mean, we've got a phone number, guys. I mean, if you get something and you need to report something and you can't get us to answer you on Facebook or Discord or whatever the case may be, you 614-960-73WX. Again, 614-960-73WX. You can call right into us, and it's going to come to one of us, and we're going to answer the phone. We're going to get the information that you want, get the information that you need to give us, and we're going to pump it out there to the public. So even if you're Joe Blow public, you're still helping out. You're still helping the cause at the end of the day. So don't ever feel like you can't contact us or email us or call us or contact us on amateur radio or whatever the case may be, guys. And chaser to chaser to chaser to chaser, spotter to spotter, I mean, we're all trying to achieve the same goals. So I don't get into the, like I said, I don't get into the mix of whose brass is bigger when you throw them on the table. I don't play those games. This team does not play those games. We're not out there to be like that. So, and that'll never be a thing here. As the executive director of this team, I am still part of this team, but I will never accept an ego-driven person. I don't like people being ego-driven because ego gets people killed. Ego gets people hurt. It's not about who gets to the storm first. It's not about racing to get, and I see it all the time, guys, and it drives me nuts. Yes, sometimes we fly to catch up to a storm. Yes, sometimes we fly to get away from a tornado. But like today, I mean, it was just it's just an effort to get information out there and help each other out. Now, I mean, somebody on our radio earlier wanted me to get a hold of Brad Arnold because Brad Arnold was in the line of a tornado. I would love to. I would love to have gotten a hold of him in some way, shape, or form and let him know, hey, but I'm sure Brad knows. Brad is he's a seasoned chaser. He knew what he had in front of him, number one. And number two, I'm driving through a snowstorm, even though I would love to help out. It's one of those situations where I can't. And I feel bad because I would love to look out for somebody. I'd love to have somebody's back in that situation. But there comes a certain point in time where you gotta watch your six and take care of business. Because here's the thing. If I'm on my phone, and I know everybody heard it earlier on the live stream, if I'm on my phone driving through a snowstorm, trying to drive the truck, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 radios going at one time, a radar screen to my right on a laptop. I've got enough going on around me that I need to pay attention to. That's why I cut the live stream earlier, because I got into a whiteout situation and I literally reached over, cut the live stream, shut the laptop, so I could focus on the road in front of me. Yes, we watch radar. Yes, we do things like that. But in this situation, it wasn't safe. And that's one thing I impress upon everybody at Torcon Weather Team is what we do is dangerous. It's dangerous enough. It really is. It's dangerous enough. But I'm not going to add to that danger because of doing something stupid. So I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. So I think everybody needs to work together. If I could take all the season chasers on the planet and pack them into one team with all the season radar operators and all the season social media people and this, that, and the other, if I could pack them all into one team, I would. In a heartbeat. It would be awesome. Like I said, a group of people working together to achieve the same goal. Teamwork. Team. There's no I in team. So, I don't know. That's my soapbox for the night. Well, guys, I think we're going to call it a ball game for the day. It's been an interesting day. Winter Storm Blair. We'll give you guys some updates tomorrow. Make sure you keep an eye on our YouTube, our Twitch, and our Facebook page. Warnings are still going out on Facebook, so make sure you guys are paying close attention to that as we move throughout the night. And we'll get with you guys tomorrow and update you guys as we get them. Hopefully we'll get some updates in the morning. And thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys. And I greatly appreciate all the love, all the support. And keep your eyes on the sky, stay weather aware, and always come right back here to us at Torcon Weather Team. You guys have a good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.